All right. Oof. I need my cutting peg. Other than my pegging cut. Right. Oh, beautiful universe. It definitely goes that way. Hey Ed, how you going, mate? It's alright, let me reposition you guys a little bit. Make it more visible. So we have a few gods to cut today. This big beefy bastard. And two little baby ones. One of which I've lost, apparently. Oh. There it is. Nope, that's not it. That's the butt plate. I haven't marked the butt plates out yet. All right, well, we'll start cutting this one, and then I'll find the other one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So one day I go to Malta to a bigger hotel. Let's see what. Home for a siesta. Why were they kicking you? That's not how that goes. Hang on, why? Yes, Handsanding Shenanigans makes a return. I'm missing one of my goddamn frame saws. Missing one of my jewelry saws, boys. LOL. How's your day? Right. Right. Orient the teeth. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Thanks. Pass on that process, that procedure. Okay, go there, and then we tension and clamp. Makes that nice high-pitched noise. And then I realized that I haven't put it into the friggin' hole, so out it comes. There will be some hand sanding later, but right now it's a soaring stream. Hopefully not a snoring stream. Yes, we both do. Much as we can, it not being readily available here in Australia. brass is the weirdest. This brass, this free machining brass, such a weird thing to cut. It feels like you're not cutting at all, but it cuts quite readily. Good old free machining brass. Highlight videos of Fortune 5, that's correct. Oh, your episode is tomorrow. Nice. We will keep an eye out. Didn't know you were going on. That's awesome, dude. Did you win? Or is that spoilers? Are you now a 10,000 air? Well, you taught you tore a soaring stream, but actually you taught you tore a putty tat. Oh God, my arm is going to kill me at the end of this. Oh God. You plead the fifth. This isn't America, though, Ed. The fifth doesn't exist yet. You're in my stream now. No such thing as freedom of speech in my chat. Cut. Cut, damn you, cut. So this stuff is self-lubricating, which is great, but it's also a pain in the ass. It's slippery. Blackbeard episode. No, that's the one where it's just my head and shoulders and you don't see the action. You just see the arm going. Blackbeard episode. Haven't seen that one yet. Edward Teach. I'd say I wish I had a mill, but doing this. Oh, Blackbeard Projects. Right. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were talking about Forge and Fire still. Yeah, no, it was a good episode. It was great to talk to him. He's a really good dude. We had a bit of a chat before and after the show. Very knowledgeable lad. say I wish I had a mill, but this is one of the cases where a mill wouldn't really help me. Huzzah! Here's the piece, there's the wedge of brass. Hey, Bryson, there you go. So there's the primary wedge of brass. Now we have to backstep the cut and cut out the rear face. I only just realized today I've been going about this all wrong because I've been drilling a large hole the same width as my blade, like I would do back when I was filing that. But I don't actually need to do that. I could drill a small hole and then just cut the full perimeter, and that would make much more sense. But, you know, I only realized this, of course, after I drilled all the bloody guard holes, preliminary for cutting. And small holes are easier to start the saw on. So I'll be doing that going forward. Sorry, Wayne. Yes, so you're talking about the post box or my 9 kilo gas box one? Because the 9 kilo is kind of self-explanatory. But for the post box, yes, this is for one of the pieces that I want to sell this weekend. This is for one of the Saxes that I was working on. Turning the corner, turning the corner. This is when you snap blades. Yep, there we go. Told you. It's a 9 kilo. Actually, yeah, mine's an old helium tank too. It's one of the little baby 9 kilo helium tanks. For the post box, it's an old air compressor. The outside, I believe, I'd have to fucking measure it because I'm not going to be absolutely 100% certain. But snapping blades is such a pain in the ass. The inside, I know for a fact, once the 2 inches of K-wool lining was put on and the rigidizer and stuff. Yes, well, these are the good blades. These are the expensive Valor blades that don't snap as readily as the old crappy eBay blades. You get what you pay for, apparently. But jewelry saw blades will break. I know that the inside diameter of the thing, once the 2 inches have been taken off, so 4 inches in total, is 6 inches, or like five and a half. It kind of fluctuates because the iso wall isn't even. So overall, diameter of the bottle was 10 inches or thereabouts. 9 3/4, 9.5. Oh, it's good thing that I've had a lot of practice at this motion over the last 2 years. Although the reason my arm could be getting sore is someone in the chat spoiled all the practice that I've been getting. Don't mind me. Right. Here we go. As far as height goes, I did measure it once, but that was a while ago. Right, so there we go. There's my nice triangular, well, triangular-ish. It'll need file work to fit this sax blade. This is a mono steel sax blade that it's going on, but it already fits quite a ways up, and it's not binding top or bottom, which means that it's good. Just needs some work with the file, and it'll get up there. Beautiful. Yes, L, yes. Yar. All right. If you remind me, Wayne, like, send me a message. Am I going to be in the shop tomorrow? Yes, it might be. If I'm in the shop tomorrow, just send me a message. 3.5 inches ice wall and refractory of the roof. New forge. Nice. Yeah, I've got to go back and reline my old forge. The post box, the lining's completely fucked, but I just haven't had the time or the energy. I do have, however, have the isable, so I should probably get around to that at some point. The only thing I want to get is some high density or medium density refractory for the floor, because that floor takes a lot of abuse with all the flux that I throw on it. Oh dear. This is a very ineffective way to use a jeweler's saw, but it's how I'm starting to cut. Okay. This one's going to need some tappa once it's done, because the drill actually cut the line. The drill wanted pretty badly. Cut the line. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about doing that video ad. I will get around to it very soonish. There goes the blade. Like I said, they do break. Homemade, Stephen. All of my. Yes, I can guess, Wayne. I can guess. Here goes the blade. There she goes. There goes my fucking blade. Yeah, no, all of my ones are built. I have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel, which we're on right now. If you're interested in seeing how I went about building them, just look up Forge Sam Towns Bladesmith. You'll find a bunch of videos. Comprehensive list of videos of me building one. I did a live stream where I built a postbox forge. I did a short video on how I built my 9 kilo bottle forge. I did a short video on building my Don Fog sword kiln. Should I do a video on relining my post box? Do you reckon? Or should I just leave it? If you ever buy these jewelry saw blades, this wire is thinner than a human hair, and it's amazing for koftgari work, if you ever want to get into like koftgari. Or nunomezogan, which is what I practice, because koftgari is done slightly differently. Although I do want to try koftgari at some point, because it looks amazing. I'm really hoping that Jordan Lamoth does that video that he promised. He's currently spending time over in India. Older women, beautiful lovers, said older women. Stuck in my head. But you want good tension on your saw blade, otherwise it'll break real easy. If the blade has too much flex. But also it can't be too tense, because if it's too tense, then it'll snap anyway. Pull the damn thing apart. Now, if you think this process is slow, you should try doing this with steel. I used this same technique to cut the guard slot in the 1084 for my birthday knife a couple of years back, 2020. On the subject of birthday knives, I do plan on finishing my birthday saber at some point down the road. I've just had to prioritize other things because money doesn't make itself, unfortunately. On that note, my mountain hammer is still available, Wayne. Unless you decide that you're not going to be able to put the money towards it at all, in which case I'll put it up on my Etsy store. But it's currently under permanent hold. Off the line. I need to buy myself another crappy pair of vernier calipers because I've lost my cutting out a beetle. Yeah. I lost my King Chrome ones, which were like $50. So for this marking out, I had to use my Mitu Toyo, and I had to use them as a scribe at one point. Now, obviously, I'm not worried too much because this is brass, but still, I'd rather not scribe with my $250 bloody calipers. That beetle still has to be one of my favorite pieces of inlay that I've done. Trick to turning a corner is to have no pressure, just turning on the spot really slowly and moving the saw up and down a lot so that the saw cuts its own little circle with the edges of the blade. If you don't do that, then you're going to lose a blade. Hey, Jack. How you going? Yeah, no, fair enough, Wayne. All right, mate. Thanks. I'll put it up. I'm sorry, buddy, but I kind of need the money. Ah, no, I got it caught. That was my own damn fault that time. Everything's been really humid around here lately, so the bloody thing's picked up rust again, so I'll have to wire wheel it off and polish it up again, but yeah, I'll put it up for sale. Don't apologize, it's fine. If it had been that desperate, I would have talked to you about it before, but it wasn't super high on my list of priorities, but I'm starting to now feel the crunch. So I figured I'd ask the question because I was happy to hold on to it for you if you could see a way to getting it, but by no means was I expecting you to. All right. That's what I did before. Don't do that. So it wasn't the steel that cut. It wasn't the brass that broke the blade that time. It was the wood. I'd cut into my jeweler's peg, and wood binds the blades really badly. And then when I went to twist the brass, obviously it twisted it in the. With these saw blades, maybe not. I have done saw blade Damascus though. I used old handsaw and bandsaw blade. Unfortunately, this was back in the day when I first started out as a blacksmith, and didn't know anything about making Damascus, and so my forge wells did not hold at all. There were a couple of really nasty inclusions, so I ended up tossing it. This cut is going a little bit better than the last one. Amazing what a little bit of practice does. Oh, either that or starting a fire. We didn't start the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it. We're just trying to fight it. Okay. Out you pop. Go on. You know it's good when the when the piece doesn't want to pop out. There it goes. That's much cleaner. So I managed to get that out all in one piece. Now the only downside is, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but yeah, the drill over around the line. So we'll see if I can dress that to make it fit. And then you get to watch me bust a bunch of blades on this bloody chunker of a oh god, where's the other blade? Bed desk is just hand of God. And I'm the devil that you forgot. Right. I don't know where the blade for this guard went. It's on here somewhere. It's on this desk somewhere. But this desk is a bloody mess. Ah! No, just making it worse. Dumping blades all over the place. Just make the knife thicker. Victory. Yes, why didn't I think of that? Good thinking, 99. Just make the knife thicker. Quick, to the MIG welder. Oh god, I've actually seen people do that. Please don't do that. No, that's all right. If it doesn't fit, I'll just call it rustic. Handmade. I swear, I have no idea. Anyway, there's a bimetal. There's a bimetal blade, wrought iron spined, 1084 edged sax that goes with this. But bugger me if I can find it. Didn't feel like a compliment. It's because it wasn't. I don't know. If rustic was the aesthetic you were going for, then it's a compliment. If rustic wasn't the aesthetic you were going for, then it wasn't a compliment. And they might have thought it was. That was the thing that always got me. I don't mind my stuff being called rustic when I intend it for it to be rustic. Like that mountain man buoy. That's the nicest way to say it. Looks like shit. But like rustic doesn't have to look bad. That's the thing. Like if it's an intentionally rustic thing, like the mountain man buoy that I made, which is one of my favorite pieces that I've made in a while, then I don't mind it being called rustic because it was intentionally that way. But if I don't intend for it to look rustic and someone goes, "Oh, that's a nice rustic piece," I go, "Oof, I missed the mark." Good rustic is always expensive. Yeah, and I mean, simple and well put together is rustic. I mean, like, you could technically call this stonewashed EDC rustic. Because it is simple, well put together, and you know, rough finished, given that it's stonewashed. But yeah, like it's still a very well put together knife, if I do say so myself. Very clean. But yeah, you could call it rustic. This, on the other hand, I would not call rustic. Even though it's exactly the same design, exactly the same finish, the handle materials immediately pull it out of rustic and into something else. I don't know what else you would call it, but you know, it's not rustic. Or at least that is not my intention. Well, I mean, macaroni cheese technically could be called rustic because it is an originally an Italian dish. You know, a rustic Italian dish. Am I playing something? Oh, I am. There we go. I could just hear noise out of my headphones. And I was like, why am I playing songs or music or whatever? Turns out I was watching golf videos. Yay! Golf. I want to get back into golf. Ain't pretty, but damn is good. Oh, yeah. Hey, Xavier. Hey, young. Any of you guys like golf? I know I might be, you know, part of the minority that likes golf, but damn it, I like it. Right, time to change saw frames. You know, the problem with being me is that I constantly want to hold giveaways and give away all of my shit, but then people keep reminding me that I need to do stuff that makes money. So I'd really like to do a giveaway of engraving tools again, but goddamn, is it expensive time-wise to just give away engraving tools. Oh my god, I just broke the fucking blade, I think. I don't know how I did that, but I just broke a blade. 3 out of 6 boys play golf. Nice. Your heart skipped a beat. That's not good. You should go to the hospital. Terribly sorry to have frightened you. Should I go away? Okay. This needs to go in the hole. That's what they say. Yes, I'm a bit of a golf fan. Yeah, it is true. I am not ashamed to admit it. This is going to take for fucking ever. 20 mil thick brass. Yeah. Oh, I don't think that broke. I think it just slipped out. It's okay. Crisis averted. It's just slipped out. That's what she said. Motherfucker, come on. Well, see, I don't get mad when I play golf, and I only ever play golf when I'm with friends. It's a really nice way to have a walk and talk. I know I'm strange. I don't mind. It's fine. You don't have to like golf. Apparently, no one does, except everyone does. Golf with a 303 club. I wish. You used to play? Cool. I haven't played around in like 18. So I was 18. So no, I was 20. So like 10 years, 11 years. Golf players do make back. That is true. This really feels like it's not cutting. Like at all. It is. But it's very fucking slow. Now I wish I had a mill. Right. I give up for now. Surely there's got to be an easier way. I haven't even started cutting in the bottom. Is it faster to cut it to travel Valhalla? I mean, traveling to Valhalla is pretty quick. 17 years, jeez. Made a Damascus tea. No, I haven't. I've thought about making a Damascus golf tool, though. Divot tool. Yes, this is that was the third blade. Not on this specific bar, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to take a different approach for this one. I might end up chain drilling this because it's a chunky bar, and I'm just not going to be able to cut through that with my bloody jeweler's saw. I've reached the upper limit of what my jeweler's saw is capable of. I do love my jeweler's saws, but nah. Okay, so hand sanding shenanigans. That's why we're here, isn't it? Trade out. Away with the jeweler's peg. Up with the hand sanding. Peg. Make a golf tee. Kumai gold inlaid engraved. Well, I mean, inlaying on a tee? Maybe not. But golf tool, like a divot tool? Hell yeah. I'm all about that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Make a divot tool. There's lots of places that you could make some really cool adjustments to a divot tool to make it unique. Winner can send this to me so I can use it. Hello, Dylan. How you going? So this blade was hand sanded a long time ago, but it's been a while. This is Damascus. At least I'm pretty sure it is. It's been a while. Yeah, go for it, Xavier. More the merrier. And like, don't feel that you have to only participate in the ones that are current. Go back and complete some of the ones from months ago. So yeah, just got a bit of 800 grit. And we're just gonna sand on this Sloyd blade. Eventually, these Sloyd blades get so bloody sharp that you cut through the sandpaper every time. Gets muy irritante. Hey, Chris, it's a me, Mario. Couldn't help myself. Mate, I did a freaking stunning job on this Damascus, if I do say so myself. Cannot see the Damascus at all. And then Sam found out that this is actually mono steel. That would be disappointing. That's probably one of the clearest maker's marks I've ever done. I'll show you in a minute, but I'm not sure if I marked this before or after I put the mark in the press. I think it was before, which means I did this with a hand hammer, which is quite impressive, all things considered. For hand sanding fluid at the moment, I'm using Singer oil, Singer sewing machine oil. Working quite well. Not using it for any other reason than the fact that it was the only oil that I had access to at the moment. Because I keep leaving all of my oil at the shop. And every time I'm like, I really need to bring back the WD-40 with me, or, you know, one of the other machining oils that I've got. But then, nope, keep forgetting. So then I get to the hand sanding and I'm like, oh, the only thing I've got is sewing machine oil. No, it works. It's not terrible. It's pretty good, actually. All things considered. You did eventually, yes. All right, Laughing Fish, you have a good one, mate. Sleep well. Beauty. Tale as old as time. There's a nick in the edge. Hey, Randy, how you going? Long time no see. From some Bellows boys, Bellows boy, nice. Are you so you saying the Morella Metalsmith boys are listening, are they? Pugos are awesome, and there's always a market for them. Always, especially with the bushcraft boys. This is actually a Sloyd knife, so it's a little bit slimmer, a little bit sharper. Sharpness is relative, but you know, a little bit slimmer, a little narrower. Look. Girlfriend is messaging me. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Boop. Yes, no, she did like that. And, you know, rightfully so. You make a pretty mean apron, mate. Pretty mean. Which is a good thing in Australianisms, by the way. Right. Let's cut a strip. So I'm going from 800 to 1500, which I find is possible with Rhino wet. And with seal wet, wouldn't recommend it if you're doing it with like your silicon carbide stuff, the black stuff. I bloody hope this is Damascus, otherwise I'm wasting a lot of time on hand sanding. Normally I would have seen the pattern by now. I'm starting to get paranoid. Oh no, yeah, it's definitely Damascus. Excellent. Whew, sigh of relief. Just managed to forge out a 20 by 4 centimeter and about 5. Megane, nice. Mate, Megane is still something I haven't buggered with. Yeah, I'm definitely burning the oil there. Bobby, good to see you as well. Hopefully this is part of my return to the channel, although I've promised that before and I haven't managed it, so apologies, you guys, all of my beautiful followers and subscribers and patrons, especially patient patrons. You guys are absolutely fucking incredible, and I do not understand why you continue to support me, as fucking useless as I am. In recent memory. But I appreciate that you do. Yes, definitely Damascus. Good. That's what I like to see. But you wouldn't be able to tell. Focus, camera. Focus. Feckin' camera. Come on. Yeah. What if I throw all the light at you? Come on. You know you want to? There you go. That has to be one of the cleanest maker's marks I've ever done. I know it's backwards for you guys, but... Anyway. Bobby, I don't know. I feel like you can do a hell of a lot better than me for inspiration recently. But I appreciate it all the same. I don't know. It's been hard to be very positive about myself recently. Whew. I feel like I really dropped the ball this last year. It's been a pretty rough year, all things considered. This is me trying to get back in the seat. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jack. Wish I believed it, but thank you. I am my own worst critic, as are we all. I don't know. I think part of my problem is that I made a lot of promises in the last 12 months or so that I haven't been able to keep. Like, that, not even that I haven't tried, it's just that I haven't been able. And I feel really bad, especially when there are people giving me money to get things that I've promised. And I haven't fulfilled my end of the bargain. Oh yes, many more years. But yeah, I'm still struggling. Right. Well, she's pointy, shiny, and now she's very shiny. I need to do the spine. And I'm not hunting for sympathy here. Just, genuinely, thank you. Fine line between knife maker and YouTuber. Yeah, when you're both, there is no line. Neither is particularly profitable. We don't do it because it's profitable. If I was doing this because it was profitable, I'd be a dumbass. Alex Steele, I am not. That boy has a work ethic far beyond that of my own. There are quite a few people in the industry that do not like me because I am a YouTuber, because I am a YouTube knife maker. I fall into a category of people that some people feel somehow cheapen the art. I'm just trying to share my passion for things with you and hoping that you get something out of it. That's all I can do. No one is Alex Steele but Alex. But Alec. Alec. But yes, this is true. That boy has the work ethic of an Irish setter. He is absolutely unstoppable. You may not approve of his tactics or you may not like his content, but Jesus, has that boy got a work ethic? And it's funny, like his most recent content I haven't really liked, but all of his old stuff I was a huge fan. Rounding the spine out. Yes, I have noticed. 0.03 cents per hour you make on your knife. Yeah, man, that's a shitload compared to what I make. Yes, Alec is getting on in years now. Catching up with him, finally. Young bastard. Serves him right. This is how I used to hand sand before I had my hand sanding stand. But for this little job, I won't worry about it. I'm going to suggest hand sanding like this. It's dangerous and unreliable. Right. I'm not particularly worried about how clean the hand sand is. And that, because it's all going to get etched anyway. Yeah, for sure. Now, it's not like it hasn't been sharpened yet, but even through hand sanding, it's already pretty damn sharp. Don't know if it's shaved yet. Yeah, a couple spots. Oh, yeah, there you go. We can't see it, but yeah. Given that this is a zero ground edge, that's what we're looking for. Right, the handle block got kicked under there. So that's going to be the knife. I'm going to make a brass bolster and brass butt cap for the peen. And this will be a nice Floyd knife with a Damascus blade. It's going to look sweet once it's done. Oh, I don't have a piece of brass. Oof. Where's my right angle? There's me square. There's me square. Yes, his work ethic's amazing. I wish I just had his energy. I just wish I had the bastard's energy. Notice I'm not using the edge of my knife, I'm using the back of the tip of this knife to mark my square. I don't need a lot of material, so I'm just going to take that. Good idea, Wayne. So yeah, I just marked 2 square lines on this. I'm just going to go up to the shed, my dad's shed, and cut this with a hacksaw. I will be back. It's going to take me about 5 minutes. So hang 10. I'll be back. Oh, I'm back. I ended up cutting 2 pieces rather than 1. Okay, neither of these came out very square because the hacksaw drifted. So, get this. We're going to get my scribe. I don't often suggest that you put your finger on the edge of the blade, but this blade needs sharpening, so it's fine. Oh, yeah, I hate that, man. I hate that saver. I've done that. Even when it's like a friend and they know about it and stuff, it still feels dirty. You're like, I can't believe I let that go out the door. These days, I don't. I throw it out. It breaks my heart to do it every time, but I sleep better at night. I've got a few blades in my shop that have cracked and, aren't particularly good, but they're mine. They don't go anywhere. They will never see the light of day in another man's hands. You hear how whisper quiet this stuff files, even though I'm tearing massive amounts of material off. It's amazing. Oh, cable Damascus sucks. Like, it doesn't suck as in, like, the material itself is, like, any knife made out of it's bad, but cable Damascus to make is a pain in the ass. And I'd rather pull teeth. Thanks, Bobby. I'm unlikely to have the first one, but hopefully you're right on the second one. You have a good day, brother. The reason I'm going to all the trouble of squaring these off, it's incredibly important that you square these off when you're marking out, because it makes the rest of the process go much easier. Let's bring out the big boy. Yeah. It really feels like I'm not cutting it at all, but it is. I could probably let it get away with that little saw curve on the end there. Yes, future you will thank you when it comes time to marking out if you square off your pieces first. Now, it's obviously easier if you've got like a 2x72 grinder or even like a simple flap grinder or something. Raven hair beauty. Yeah. You got a black Labrador or something. Brass is expensive these days. I make a lot of my own. Or I scrap rat a lot of my own. Bit of drill filing. That's what this block was. Random tap fittings and pieces, bits and bobs. Hey, boy, how you going? Well, I'm lucky a friend of mine is much into metal melting and stuff. He's got a channel, occasionally uploads to it, called Alpha Smelting. He hasn't uploaded in a while. Been busy with other things, life things. But yeah, everything that he smelts into bar goes to me, because that's his rent for using my workshop. He gives me all of the bar and the bars of copper and bronze and brass and stuff that he makes. Oh yeah, nice, Wayne. Yeah, machinists are a good place to go, especially for like brass shavings. Really good for metal melts. Machinist shavings. Chips. It's also good for hot bluing baths. If you ever get around to doing that kind of thing. If I had a proper jeweler's bench, then I would keep all of this stuff and remelt it at some point, but I'm too lazy. Just chuck it. The pieces that I cut out today, these pieces out of that flat bar I got for free. It was 6 meters long, and it was out of a bed frame. It was 6 foot long, and it was out of a bed frame. It was solid brass bed frame. And it's like 1.25 by 1/4 inch flat bar, which was perfect. So, yeah, I was very happy. All right. So now, I have my blade. Oh yeah, absolutely, it's possible. I've seen it. Yeah, I know, Chris. Crazy, right? Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, no, I've seen a dinosaur bone handled, a fossilized dinosaur bone handled knife. One of the Australian Knife Makers Guild's top makers, Keith Flutter, who's also a journeyman smith of the ABS, made a fossilized T-Rex bone handled knife a while back. 11.8. 11.8 and 3 mil on the nose. So we have a bar that is in the middle, 23.5-ish. Yeah, 23.5 minus 11.8. So 23 minus 11 is 12. And then 0.5 minus 0.8 is 0.7. 11.7. Then 11.7 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So 5.35. No, 5.85 because it's 5. All right. 5.85. And then we just mark that. What am I doing? No, this is you're an idiot. Thank you. That can't be right. What the fuck am I doing? Getting confused. If you had Dino Bone, do you think I would attempt it? Yeah, sure. Why not? What else am I going to do with it? I mean, you know. Realistically, I would never purchase Dino Bone with the purpose of doing it unless I had a custom commission for it. Right. Let's try this again. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, dude. No, hang on to it till you're brave enough. I had a guy who promised me he'd send me some mammoth tooth or mammoth molar, but yeah. You'd be surprised, Chris. Like most of the time, from what I've seen, it's just lapidary stuff and then a frame handle or a full hang. I'd probably do frame handle. Okay, what did I say? Right. 23.5. Now this is the width. So we need 3 mil on the dot. So 20.5. 20.5 divided by 2 is 10.25. And that should give us 1 line, 2 line. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's a bit stressful. Okay, so 23.5 divided by 2, 24 divided by 2 is 12. But then it's 11.25. Oh, that's not right either. Must be 11.5. All right, Xavier. See you, mate. Okay. Oh, that's the ugliest center line I've ever done. Right. And that center line, those shoulder lines should be 3 mil apart. And they are. Perfect. Yes, the math is so much easier in metric. That's correct. Okay. I've forgotten the forward and backward measurement, so I'm going to measure it again. $11.5. So we take a width. It's 38.2, 38.15. Yeah, 38.2. Let's go 38.2. 38.2 minus 11.5. So 28.2. 27.2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 26.7. 26.7 divided by 2. I mean, you don't have to divide by 2. You could just use the long measurement. I tend to use the short measurement, but long measurement works just as well. So that gives us, oh, come on. Focus, camera. Focus. Fuck off because you're stupid. Focus. So we've got center line, outside lines for shoulder. Yeah, that sounds about right, boy. Unfortunately. Mammoth ivory is expensive. Right. Now, we just measure to the medial ridge, which we're going to say is 6 mil on the dot. So, this was 11.7. Plus 6 mil, so 17.7. Okay. 17.7. And then we measure the very front, and that is 1 point. It's like 1.2. So we'll go 1 mil just to be safe. We'll use our square. We'll mark from the 6 mil line. Go like that. And then I intend to put my point of my scribe on the mark. That helps me lined up. There we go. Now I'm just going to drill a hole. I'm going to do that sitting here because may as well. Boop. Boop. Nothing wrong with that there, Wayne. Nothing wrong with a bit of scrap writing. For some reason, there's a bit of rust in my nice drill, which I'm a bit upset about, but that's okay. We will survive. Let's say the likelihood of this grabbing and not actually drilling are high. But then again, I have been wrong before. But Sam, aren't you drilling into your desk? Yes. Do I care? No. We've reached the bottom. Amazing how quick the old school drill bits do their job. God, I love this little hand crank drill. There we go. This is one of my cobalt drill bits. Wood, horn, antler, and bone. Yeah. They're my favorites as well. But I've used everything from synthetics to horn to wood to fucking... you name it. I've used it, probably. There we go. Back to the cutting table. Okay. Hey, Shopping Central, how you going? How goes this evening? feed it through. Little 1.5 millimeter hole. Yeah, at the moment I haven't really been anywhere. Admittedly, I've probably been live more on Instagram than I have been live anywhere else. I've been suffering pretty badly with my medical detox. Ah, Sawdog. There you go, man. Oh, that's awesome, Wayne. I'm jealous. I'm almost out of ear antler now, and my supplier is no longer in contact with me, or I'm no longer in contact with them for many reasons. The last antlers that I got were ones that I harvested myself in Queensland. And that'll be it for me for antler forever. But yeah, sorry, Sawdog. I haven't really been any real place. Just surviving. This is the first knife-related work I've done in months. Feels like. Hey, Barnaby, how you going? Bernie? $14 sets of antlers. Jesus. Yeah, it certainly does, Sawdog. Certainly can. Fair enough, Chris. Need to go bushwalking. If there are deer abouts, there are sheds. Only problem is that all of the deer that live in Australia live in the eastern states. We used to have a red deer population here in WA, but the red deer were invasive. They were brought here. And the government did a really good job of wiping them out. So there's a red deer farm down in Bunbury, but they charge ridiculously large amounts for red deer antler. And mostly the use. I have a couple of good pieces of red deer antler from Queensland, from my Queensland trip. 1 or 2 pieces of elk left from a Jantz knife supply order I made about 7 years ago. Single piece of whitetail antler that I got from a friend in the States. Again, about 6 or 7 years ago. $37 deer in the turnip patch last night. Oh dear. Oh dear. Indeed. So normally when I do these, I keep these bits because they are a perfect wedge for engraving hammers. Because as you can see, the hole is triangular. Local water authorities get a bit angry, eh? Well, wouldn't want to piss off the local water authorities. Yes. And as we hoped, we were a little tight. Just good. Tight is good. But I'm wondering if that's tight because the guard cut was good, or if it's because that tang is a little oversized. Because I feel like that tang isn't properly seated, isn't properly cut, properly tapered. So we're going to taper it up. All right, get it, taper it up. Now, never leave your blades taped because it will rust them. If I'm going to leave them taped for a long period of time, I'll normally put an oiled piece of paper towel underneath the tape so that it doesn't spoil the... Install the finish. These file marks will have the glue grab anyway, so I ain't too worried. Tell you what, these third files cut like nothing else. Love it. Let's check that fit. Oh, put the bloody guard down. I don't know where I put it. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. No, that's not it. Bloody hell, Sam. Wayne, where did I put that damn guard? Ugh. Booger me. There it is. Found it. You're off the hook, Wayne. I have tried the VSMs. So mixed feelings on the VSMs. They're good, they're not bad, but they're not good enough to take me away from my 3M Cubitrons. Yeah, no, they're good. Like, they're real good, but I'm sticking with my Cubitrons. Cubitrons is cut for that little bit longer. And at a similar price point, so you're not really losing out. All right. Okie dokie. Sweet. Just making double sure that the tang is tapered properly. Which it is. Now comes the fiddly filing, but I am getting very tired, and I'm not sure that I want to be doing fine filing while my eyes are trying to close. See you later, Sawdog. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. I hope to be back on Twitch soonish. We'll see how things go. file's perfectly 6 by wide. See you later, Bryson. Man, I wish I had ducks. My girlfriend says I'm not allowed to have ducks. I'm very sad. You know what? I might be able to clamp that up and just tap that into place. I have a feeling that it would seat right home. Get Gates for the laughs. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if ducks are on the no-go list, then geese are probably there too. Besides, geese aren't as fun as ducks. Ducks are cool. I need my custom ground needle file, which is somewhere in here, and I'm gonna have to dig for it. Oh, there it is. Found it. You can stop looking. Found it. So this one's been custom ground on one side to make it look like a knife, because it needs to get down into those narrow points. No other file will do it. So obviously it only cuts on one side, but that's all right. So I only need to cut on one side. I suggest buying cheap needle files if you're going to do that. Oh, it's bloody close. I don't think I'm willing to play with that anymore, because I want to be able to tap it home. Eagles. My uncle had that problem with wedgies. Wedge-tail eagles. He'd fly them away all the time. The eagles are coming. Folks now, are you? I'm not totally hung up if this doesn't have a perfect seamless fit. I just want it to be good. Close to good. Oh, I don't have to do that, Chris. I know where it is. Because it brass leaves brass on the tang where it binds, and the tang itself leaves marks on the brass. But yes, that is a good trick for steel to steel. You can also use proper contact. Hey, Larry. How you going, buddy? It is 10:43 p.m. Yeah. Late. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, for that, it's great. For brass, it's unnecessary. Because brass is its own marker. The other thing I can do is shadow it, put a light source behind it, and see where we are binding. Creeping up on it. Just creeping up on it. Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of practice. You know, like, once you've done a few dozen of these, you kind of get a feel for how fast you can go. There we go. That's all it needed. Perfect. There we go. Dunsky. Dunzo. It doesn't quite fit all the way, but that's cool because it's just going to need a little tap to make it flush. And Bob's your auntie. That is how you fit a slide knife guard. Maybe you went like one file stroke too wide on the side. That's fine. Bada bing. All right. I'm going to jump off now because I am tired. Hello. It's me. Surprise. Thanks for all of you who hung out with me through this riveting hand sanding stream. I'm sure it was super entertaining. But yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic night. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.